Transaction Capital is a non-deposit taking financial services group operating in asset-backed lending, mainly in South Africa.
Yes, another interesting listing came to the market. Remember, Mark Lamberti was the CEO. It had 4 divisions, of which only 2 remain. The 2 that went were Bayport, which was the lending business, and a transactional business, which was involved with ATMs and so on. What is left is an asset-backed finance business, which is in the taxi industry, financing new and renovated taxis, and also a debt collection business. Pretty solid operators, though. Good team with strong management at the helm.
4.9 billion rand in terms of market cap, PE ratio of 14.18, and a dividend yield here of 2.3%. Mark Lamberti, as you mentioned, no longer at the helm. He's gone off to Barlow World.
No,
Imperial, I mean. Yeah. Let me not make that mistake. We have, between your 6 billion customers for Capitec and calling Market the wrong organisation.
Is the CEO.
That's right, yeah. So I think it's the shares performed really well since the restructuring. I think the market, there was some disappointment that they were essentially shrinking the business, but I think they've consolidated off the back of that. They've focused on those 2 remaining divisions. SA Taxi has a very strong niche, really the leader in that taxi finance business. They're going for vertical integration there, where on the repossessed taxis, they can now refurbish them and put them back, I guess, into their fleet, into their customer base, and that helps with the recovery. So they came yesterday, actually, with a pre-close update. And I think overall the tone was measured, yet fairly confident in that each of the divisions, the asset-based lending, and then the other business, the risk solutions, doing pretty well. And they've got quite a large cash pile available. They've been, I think, quite cautious in terms of actually deploying that. Obviously, they can fund the books that they have. They've got the credit collection business, MBD, as well, where they've been buying some books in distress. But I think they're ready for continued growth, both in terms of the existing businesses and acquisitively.
Well, the financing of taxis is certainly a key industry in South Africa, dominant, and then expansion into Africa. I mean, that's
yes, and it must be said that they timed their exit out of Bayport very well, because after that then African Bank happened, and I don't know how Bayport's doing, but it doesn't matter because it's no longer part of the business. But yes, great management team. Dave Hurwitz's very well regarded, and I think they do have, as Rowan says, the scope to do more and get bigger. Share price, I don't know if we've seen it, but after the distribution of the special dividend somewhere in the middle there, it's gone nicely higher, looking very good, very good.
Very robust. Have you invested? Is this a theme that you've been watching very carefully?
We did pick up some shares, I guess, after the dip when they dropped. It was sort of half the market cap was in cash. I guess it did look pretty cheap. Obviously, the market saw that. I think some big institutional shareholders have come in, strong support, and you've seen the share move nicely from that. We're no longer in it, but I think a quality management team, and they have the capability to make something with what they've got.
Hot or not?
Yeah, I like it. Going hot.
Hot or not?
Hot.